This is R/2X chromosomes. All the trad wife content is now making me rethink whether I'm doing something wrong as a woman. Okay. Hearing constantly by conservative sources since it pushed on my front For You page a lot, anyways, on how feminism lied to women. It is making them lonely, miserable cat ladies, or how it may lead to human extinction. Due to less births is now making me question whether I'm doing womanhood right, because majority of women in my family circle are married, even if they have careers. Even though the toxicity of marriages in my Islamic culture has turned me off marriages, while at the same time, seeing other couples makes me feel weird and alone, and sometimes I have mixed feelings on marriage. Videos of women cooking and raising kids are blackpilling women on feminism. Wait till they see VTubers getting pregnant and shit, man. You already were born as a woman? Can't do more wrong than that. Mods, can we ban this guy? He's taking away my funnies. Maybe you should be the streamer! Born the women, roll the dice low. Actually, I am actually of the unpopular opinion that being a woman owns. It's just that these women don't know how to abuse being a woman. Yeah, like, honestly, I think it's kind of a skill issue at this point. So first off, like, honestly, feminism is absolutely turning women into miserable, lonely cat ladies because they lost the plot. We've watched 100 shoe-on-head videos at this point with plenty of examples. It used to be about equality, and now it's just turned into shitting on men. Like, you don't want equality. You want to blame every single problem you have on men and then expect to find a partner, and that doesn't work. Because when you flip the page, you flip the script the other way, that's horrible. Like, it's misogynistic, and you can't say that. It's literally a is it prerogative or pejorative? No, it's a prerogative. It's like basic level of psychology. It's like psychology 101. You take it in the first year of college. Everyone has a different life experience. If the life you've lived has turned you off of wanting to get married and have children, be it because of the culture, like she said, she said it honestly, but nobody like has like a pause. If you have a problem with your culture and your lived experience, or you grew up in, or your parents, or you have like, you've seen a few bad relationships, that's totally fine and normal to think that you don't want to have kids. That's completely fine. No one has a gun to your head. I know it's cringe when people bring up and say like, oh, my parents pressure me to have kids. I get it. It sucks. I understand. I don't eat Cheetos because I drank coffee directly after and I vomited my brains out one time. Now the thought of a Cheeto makes me sick. That's a lived experience. That's like my personal like anecdote. Like, I understand. But the fact that you think you need to make a the fact that you think you need to make a post on Reddit to test the waters with other feminists on if it's socially acceptable or not is exactly what's wrong with feminism. You don't need permission to do anything. You're not compromising your values because you like see a happy family and it makes you want to have kids. I think you can be, like, you can just live your life. You don't have to have these, like, set rules of living your life just because you're, like, a feminist or whatever. People want validation, and I think that's not okay. I think it's fine to seek a little bit of validation, but, like, going on Reddit and asking other feminists, like, oh my god, I'm starting to think that maybe, like, I made a mistake. It's like, oh my god, why do you fucking care so much? Why? Trad wife content is propaganda. You can be married and have kids in a house and still be a feminist with a career. It's possible to have it all. Who's they? They just don't want you to know that. They need approval from the hive mind. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, you just don't want to be your own person. Like, this is so cringe. What is this? Who's they? The men? Oh my god. No, you can't. Not with today's feminism, because today's feminism is filled with radical femcells that think they're being oppressed in a first world country, and they think that they make less money and sex work is real work, but also don't sexualize me, blah, 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 blah. The list goes on. If that's your mindset, you're not looking for a husband. You're looking for a freaking cock, man. I'm actually gonna look up, like, if the post is still around. She means the chuds? Yeah, I mean, honestly, yeah, it does. Like, the chuds are the ones stopping her. The aliens, they're making me do it. Let me look it up. What is it called? All the trad wife content is now making me rethink whether I'm doing something wrong as a woman. Reddit. That usually pops something up. Okay, yeah, it did. 2X chromosome. Ah, crap. Every single time! Every single time. It wasn't even the mods this time. It was them. It was them. They're just looking at it. They were like, ah, damn it. Fuck. What do I do? Shit. Yeah. Try old Reddit. I don't even know how to do that. Fuck. Anyway, it's not that important, is it? Because we read the gist of it. Like, this first part is like, whatever. Anyway. You're viewing life through the male gaze. Oh, why is it the first thing I freaking read? Oh my god. Exhibit A chat. Woman. Has problem. Feels like she's doing something wrong. Answer? Men are doing this to you. Stop caring about what filthy, stinky men want. Stop considering what men think. What they have is an opinion. They will make you miserable. Bro, these people think women who just want to be like trad wives don't exist. What do you want for yourself? What men think about you doesn't matter. Women who center their lives around the opinion of men end up miserable and always chasing the impossible. You need to consider what you want, what makes you happy. Don't live for other people. This is so toxic, like, actually. This is so toxic. These people, like, actually think that women who want to be trad wives don't exist. They think every trad wife is being brainwashed by a man or a religion. And again, everything is always men's fault. My biggest gripe as well is, like, if you want to be a good trad wife and you want to cook and you want to pop out 2 kids, somehow that makes you, like, indoctrinated into, like, Christianity or religion. Your first mistake was going on social media to base your opinion? Well, Reddit, period, but, like, yeah. I've known a lot of trad wives and they're all happy being one. And there are unhappy trad wives. There are people who are toxic. Like, I'm not denying that, but, like, thinking that because of one toxic instance that all trad wives or whatever women that want to stay at home are somehow bad is crazy to me. I don't even know, man. The post is, as far as we can see, never mentioned men, like the original post. It mentioned seeing happy families with kids, and immediately the commenters' brains turn to men equals bad. They default to men did this to you. Like, no, man, you're insane. And the best part is this girl that wrote this would be the first person to shit on this girl if she chose to be a trad wife. It's other, like, women bringing them down, or at least I would think so. I don't know if there are men hanging out in the subreddit, but, like, I'm just assuming, right? conservative sources meant to some people? Yeah, like that too. Like, what if a man just doesn't engage in politics and he just wants a happy wife? Crabs in a bucket. No, like, genuinely, it does always manage to circle back to that. It is crazy. You'll chase the impossible because the goalpost is constantly shifting. You can never achieve ideal womanhood because there's no such thing. It's a gimmick. But just because, okay, first of all, just because you can't achieve ideal womanhood if there's no such thing doesn't mean you can't, like, achieve womanhood. Like, being a woman is, like, a pretty definitive thing. Like, being a man is, like, being a protector, a provider, someone who goes out and protects and goes to wars. Like, women don't generally go to fucking wars and lay out their lives for war. Like, what are we really talking about here? Women have a very definitive, definitive role in society, to be the carers, to be, the ones that have emotional support. Yeah, you can't be perfect, so you may as well not do anything, right? Like, I can't be the perfect VTuber because VTubing is, like, a very definitive, broad definition. Therefore, I shouldn't try to be the best. Like, I just sort of fucking, It's literally gaslighting. What? Treat any and all of it, whether it is coming from an in-person communication or the net, as the thing it is, an attack attempt. Because it is. It's trying to inject malicious code into your head. What? Firewall yourself from that shit. Don't watch, engage, consider even. Same with Nazi shit, transphobic shit, homophobic shit. It's literally mind poison. Wait, are we comparing trad wife content to being on the same level as Nazi transphobia and homophobia? Like, really, are we really doing this? Are we playing this game? Holy crap. Perfection to a man is pretty simple. She good to me equals perfection. No, I get that, but like at the same time, I understand that womanhood is a very broad spectrum. Some women can't have babies and because their eggs dry up, or they have like some sort of infertility issue. It doesn't make them less of a woman. They make up it in other ways. But like, this just goes back to like, why are we playing this game? Ask yourself, would you run the random exe from the net on your PC? Probably not, and your brain is more valuable to you than a PC. It's not like you can format you see yourself. Chat, God help me, man. I don't even know, man. Like, really? Yes, the evil conservatives are gaslighting you. When you take a walk through the park and you see a random happy family and it makes you feel weird and alone, as said in the Reddit post, I am not extrapolating. I am not paraphrasing. This is what this person said. They said they feel weird and alone. That's gaslighting somehow? Did someone walk up to her and say, you're weird and lonely? Trad Wife's posts a TikTok about her daily routine, gaslighting. A video of a father playing with his kids, gaslighting. It's just like Nazis. Like, what are we talking about here? It is mind poison. If they're trying to tell you having kids is a good thing, like, what? You're verifiably insane. This is why nobody likes you. This is why the meme that feminism is turning you into miserable old cat ladies exists. Because you have to be a miserable person to type this response, or be extremely mentally ill, or both. I don't get this mentality. Like, whenever I see people being happy outside, I don't go like, fuck the patriarchy. This is why men are make me miserable. It's like, no, like, you know, maybe one day. I don't have that kind of mental. Like, be honest, chat. You could also do the same thing for, like, what is it called? Friggin' people that are men that do this kind of thing. They, like, see a happy couple and they hate them. It's like, bro, like, get a grip, bro. It's crazy. And then this analogy is so bad, too. Like, this metaphor that they used. That's what that content is meant to do to you. Aspire to do what is you want to do. You aren't doing anything wrong by being goal-oriented. Women shouldn't feel like we have to be defined by having kids. True, sure. You also don't have to be lonely. Meaningful, lasting adult friendships are possible with like-minded people who don't want kids either. Yes, but they're also very rare. I think most people don't understand that biology genuinely does rule over your brain. Your hormones rule over your life. Wanna be authors on Reddit? No, for real. I'm almost a 30-year-old woman and my girlfriend is above 30 and neither of us want to ever have kids. Well, I mean, yeah, you could adopt or like have a surrogate. You are lesbians, but like I get it. We are happy having pets and supporting each other in career goals, and there are plenty of partners like that. I disagree. I think that most people want to have kids. Why do you think there's a problem with single women who have kids with other men that leave them, and then men who date them or want to be in relationships with them, they have a hard time finding a partner that is willing to do that for them? Because it's rare. It's not something that is coded genetically into our brain at this point, because we are evolved to take care of our own genetic material. I don't want to break this down into like, you know, being really harsh and saying like, oh, well, if you have kids that you take care of that aren't your own, it's just how it is. We are animals. We're Homo sapiens after all. Meaningful adult relationships do not replace the feeling of having children. They're entirely two different relationships. I'm like not sure what she's even trying to say here, to be honest. I think it's a little bit of a cope. I ain't homo? Yeah, you are. You're a Homo sapien. Homo schmexual. I mean, if my hormones took over my life, I'd have like 20 women pregnant by now. Chad, don't ever change, man. I recently watched an Emma Thorne video where she was reacting to these trad wife videos. Almost all of these people are putting on a show and completely missing the major points of reality. Many of them are ludicrously wealthy. I completely disagree. I see a TikTok of a woman who has 9 children, and I believe all of them are adopted. Or most of them are. I don't know. I don't remember the exact story, but they are not extremely well off. She takes care of them every single day, packs them lunches, wakes up at like 5 a.m., takes care of them. Yes, 9 kids. It's insane. Like, look it up. It's like TikTok with 9 children, and she does like a routine every day. I'm sure it's tiring, but she loves those kids. If you have 9 kids, you make a decent income. I mean, I'm just saying there's a difference between putting caviar and like taking your kids to school and then having money for Pilates, and a woman having 9 kids and packing bags for them and making little sandwiches for them for lunch. She's not showing off her affluence. There are influencers on TikTok that just take care of their kids and are just cooking their food, and they have 1 child. There's also programs for things like that. But like we're deviating from the point I'm trying to make. Not every single person who is affluent makes videos like that. There are people who have like average lives, like they're middle class or they're lower middle class. You gotta have money for that though? No, I disagree. I think there's plenty of women and there's plenty of families that have women who just get pregnant a lot. I don't agree with them. I think you should have money to take care of your kids, but yeah. I worked with a guy with 12 kids. He had his last one a year or 2 before retiring at 65. Holy shit, that's insane. That's crazy. I grew up poor with 5 siblings. You can survive. I'm not about to go into like the economics of children, but like props to you for having at least a decent life. Yeah. My colleague refuses to talk to me because I told him I don't want to have kids and he's a proud dad. That sucks. I don't think that you should lose your friendship over that, and I think that's a bad friend thing to do, and you shouldn't have to deal with that. I think that's bad. I like, if you don't want to have kids, yeah, that's weird. Exactly. And it's also weird for the inverse as well, chat. If you have kids and you have a friend that doesn't have kids, and then they say, you're weird for having a lot of kids, you're just like, what? Yeah, like, I think that's just a really assholey mentality. But what I was trying to say is, these people unironically think that trad wives only exist on TikTok and Instagram. It's really diluted, and it kind of blows my mind. Like, yes, the trad wives you're seeing on TikTok and Instagram are content machines, and they're trying to make money. Newsflash, trad wives existed before TikTok and Instagram was a thing. It's literally normal. People still do that. Granted, it's harder because it's harder to survive on one income, but it's still normal. And people are happy doing it that way. Terminally online woman thinks that trad wives are like TikTok influencers, and it's all a grift. Crazy, I know. It's harder. Yes, it is. It is very hard, but I'm just saying there are women that live like that. There are families that exist. It might be less than before, like in the 70s and 60s, but they are following their own tradwives rhetoric. They're literally filming, producing YouTube videos, and selling products. Like I said, that's commercialism for you. Yeah. Your freedom is downfall of society? Holy shit. I'm child free and I don't regret it one bit. It was the right choice for me. If other people think they make you think less of a woman, they can fuck right off. There's no right or wrong to be a woman. Just be yourself. It was tradition that women shouldn't own land or vote or be equals in their household. That's part of the aesthetic you don't see. What has that got to do with being a trad wife? What? Oh my god, I can't. What? No, okay. Anyway, this was interesting. Thank you for that. Yeah. Women had the vote in 1950? When did voting become a thing? I actually don't remember. When did voting become a thing for women? It was in New Zealand, I know that. I just don't remember. 1912? Yeah! Yeah, I thought it was before World War One. They think that doing chores is free labor. It's not! You're taking care of the house. Yes, honey, you're right. The trad wives on TikTok don't vote because their husbands don't let them. You're so right. They're slaves. You know what I'm saying? Like, the attitude is so crazy. No, I'm sure there's trad wives that fucking vote and they just go there. Like, they go to vote. Like, in 2024? Yeah. Wait until they have to find out what they have to do with living alone. Yeah, it's almost like you still have to cook and clean up after yourself, even if you're not married or not in a relationship. I just don't get it. This attitude's crazy.